Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Watch out, guys. Come on. Watch out. My dogs are going crazy right now. But yeah, what's up, everyone? Leroy Lorax says, what's up? What's up, Leroy Lorax? How you doing? How you doing, Leroy? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays, man. Today's episode 69. Please smash a thumbs up. Yeah, Leroy? Please smash the thumbs up. Get us up to 11, please. Apple Ricky says, oh no. Oh no, what? Apple Ricky, what's going on? Cosplays Auto says, what's up, Frank? How you doing today? I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. Cosplays Auto, I'm doing great. I was in Hollywood a little while ago in the morning. I want to go buy some more makeup prosthetics for our Halloween end shoot on Saturday. We were also posting up flyers for my band show at the end of the month. It's a pretty good day, bro. How you doing? How you doing, Cosplays Auto? How are you doing? Cosplay says, hey, Spring Plushie. Cosplays Auto says, I've been browsing through Trick or Treat Studios looking at masks. There's not much to see now. Yeah, there isn't. There's not a real. Yes, because remember all that new stuff was coming out when Halloween ends and Halloween kills and Halloween 2018, you know? But I just like that they're still selling all the Halloween stuff. Like, they don't have a lot of new stuff, but I like that they're still selling all the Halloween stuff still because I need stuff for my fan films, man. Hell yeah. What is it? Cosplays Auto says, hey, there goes the handsome legend Frank. How, what's up, man? How you doing, Cosplay? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 12, guys. Let's get it up to 12. We got a lot of horror movie news to go over today. We got a lot of horror movie news to go over today that we missed on Sunday because we just had so many people in the chat asking me questions, you know? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, everyone. Let me see. Apareki says, well, I was pissed off earlier. I can tell you that. Why, Apareki? Why were you pissed off? Why were you pissed off, Apareki? Let me know in the chat. Why were you pissed off? I sometimes get mad too, yeah, but we all get mad, you know. But yeah, why were you mad? Let me know, why were you mad? Cosplays says, I'm holding up myself, just vibing, enjoying the day. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I hope you feel better, man. I hope you feel better, man. Don't let anything get you down, bro. Castellano says, can't wait for Trick or Treat Studios to have more stuff. And yeah, that would be awesome, right? Well, they need to get the rights to Hard Eyes, bro. They need to get the rights to Hard Eyes, and they need to get the rights again to Chucky, dude. They need to get the rights to Chucky again. I would love that plush good guy doll. I never got to buy it. I only managed to get the what is it? The regular Trick or Treat Studios good guy, and the what is it? The Spirit Halloween one, and that custom like Child's Play 2 one right there. But yeah. Castellano says, do they have the rights to for Art the Clown? They do. They do. Castellano. Trick or Treat Studios, I mean, has the Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah, they have the rights to Art the Clown, bro. They have the rights to Art the Clown. They do. They do. That's why they keep making art masks. They do got the rights to that. They even make the costume. Aporeki says, in class, teacher asked, what did we notice in our roles in the show? I said, what's the point? You didn't give me much of a role when you said good job to a person. They would clap called on me. Damn, that's crazy, Aporeki. That's crazy, Aporeki. Damn, no way. The teacher said that to you? Really? That's kind of, damn. That's a ruthless teacher, yo. I'm sorry to hear that, Aporeki. Castellano says, you should invest in getting Art the Clown. Art the Clown mask? Yeah, I do need to get one. I haven't gotten one yet. I was going to get one for my Halloween costume last year of Art the Clown, but instead I did the makeup. I think I like the makeup better with the prosthetic nose and all that. But yeah, it was cool, though. It was cool. It was cool. But yeah, Art the Clown is cool, bro. Cosmizano says makeup does look better. Yeah, I think I like the makeup better. All I did, I just bought the prosthetic nose. I bought the I'll show it to you guys. I bought the prosthetic nose. Where is it? It's right here. Ooh, I dropped one of my pins. I think that I'm good. Check it out though. Look. All I did, I just wore this prosthetic nose on my nose. Pretty meta, right? And then I just did the makeup on my face, and bam, I was Art the Clown last Halloween. It's a cool little prop. I took care of it. Let me see if I can put it on still. Yeah, I think the adhesive is still pretty good there. Cosmezano says, when you dressed up as Pennywise, I think Pennywise is a little more. I think Pennywise is too clean, dude. Cosmezano, I think Pennywise is too clean, bro. I like Art because he's super bloody and dirty sometimes, you know? Pennywise, I don't know, bro. I think Pennywise is harder because then he has that big old head and stuff, you know? Cosmezano says that nose prop, cool. Yeah, it's a prosthetic, man. It's a prosthetic. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Whoever hasn't smashed the thumbs up, let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 12. Come on, everyone. Let's get it up to 12. Aporeki says, in a script for an improv, it said cruel. I said, want to know what else is cruel? Not being told good job. They don't tell me good job or clap for me. They do to each other, but not me. That sucks, Aporeki. I'm sorry to hear that. Like I said, I'm really really sorry to hear that, Aporeki. I hope you like switch schools or something. You know, I hope so, cause that sucks, dude. That sucks. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. When people have like favorites, you know, when they favor other people over others, you know. I've been there before, growing up, skateboarding and playing music and stuff. You know, some people like, some people just like, what is it called? They just want to like, they just want to keep you underrated, you know, and they want to be the stars and stuff, you know. Apple Ricky says it sucks. I know, Apple. I know. Kazezano says you can put a twist on Pennywise and make him look more scary. That would be cool. If I was Pennywise, though, Cosmezano, if I was Pennywise, I'd probably be the original Pennywise, though, from 1990. I'd be the original Pennywise. James XC4C1 says, "You're what's up, James? How you doing? How you doing, James? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank, and today is Horror Talk Wednesdays episode. Today's episode 69. Episode 69. So if you're a horror fan, please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up and all that good stuff. Please get us up to 13. Please, so more people could join us here. Aporiki says, "I'm not switching. I'm gonna come back even. I'm gonna come back even harder this next school year." That's awesome. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Aporiki. That's even better. That's even better. Castellano says they need to hurry up and release the leprechaun mask already. It's gonna look so freaking cool. Yeah, that would be cool too. That would be cool too. I want the doll. I actually want the doll more than the mask. I want the doll from Trick or Treat Studios. That doll looks freaking sick, dude. That leprechaun doll looks sick, but I heard it's not as big as the good guy doll. But we'll check it out again right now. We'll check it out. Apareki says with my acting school. Yeah, I know. Apareki, don't give up, Apareki. Don't give up. Yeah, next year just go harder. Next year just come back with a vengeance. You know. This Rogue One says, "What's going on, everyone? What's up, Rogue One? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 69, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 16. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 16 so more people could join us here on the freaking live stream. Cosizano says, Chucky mask. I want a collection item. Yeah, the Chucky mask is cool. I want a Chucky mask, actually. I was at the costume shop earlier and I saw a Chucky mask. But I wasn't there to buy masks. I was there to buy makeup and prosthetics. Wicked Milk says, I'd kill to get the clown Ghostface set. Oh, yeah, that clown Ghostface set. I seen it. Yeah, what's up, Wicked Milk? How you doing, bro? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 69, bro. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Wicked? Please get us up to 15. Please, Wicked, please get us up to 15 so more people could join us here. And yes, I seen that Ghostface mask, clown mask thing they're selling. That looks pretty cool. I think I want to get one. But my local costume store doesn't have them in stock yet. But I will, though. I will eventually get one. And yeah, bro, my bad, Wicked Milk. I haven't sent you the clips. I'm filming another scene this Saturday. I'm filming another scene this Saturday that I really want to be in the trailer. You know, I'll send you the clips. I think on Saturday when I come back from the set. But yeah, my bad. I haven't sent you the clips yet, bro, because I still gotta shoot a very very specific scene. I really need. I really need for the trailer. I'll try to send it on Saturday though. Aporeki says also, someone was improving. I was gonna ask if I can switch on my script. She said you can't do that. When someone's performing, like, oh sorry, I didn't know that was a effing musical stage. That's crazy, Aporeki. That's crazy. You're having a lot of trouble there right now, huh? That's crazy. Casizano says, How are you doing, bro?" Aporeki says it's a classroom and it's just rehearsing. I get it, Aporiki, I get you. Casizano says, when are you filming again for your fan film? We film on Saturday. bro, we film on Saturday night. We film on Saturday night. We're gonna film a cool scene with Michael Myers. We're gonna film a cool scene. Cause Wicked Milk says, "Wow, what do you mean, wow?" Wicked Milk, what do you mean by wow? Castellano says, ready to tap in and watch your creation, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, my bad it's taking so long, but I want this movie to be rewatchable, you know, this fan film. I want it to be rewatchable, you know? I want it to be rewatchable and stuff. So I'm doing my best, trying to craft the best shots I can, you know? I'm trying to make it look as close as I can to the actual Halloween ends, you know? Uh, Aporegi says, told myself, you know what? I'm going to prove it. I'm capable of having a good part when I go back. Hell yeah, just do it, Aporegi. Keep trying. Keep trying. Castellano says, I'm going to start watching Welcome to Derry tomorrow. That's awesome. Maybe I'll start watching it tonight. Maybe I'll start watching it tonight. Wicked Milk says, doing great, homie. How about you? I've been experimenting with color grading lately. Awesome, bro. Awesome. That sounds awesome. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Show me some examples, Wicked Milk. Can you send me some examples of your color grading? I want to see what it looks like. Can you show me some examples, Wicked Milk, of your color grading? I can't believe it's on there. Aporegi says, I didn't say anything of that. What I told you, I thought. Wait, what? I didn't say anything of that. What I told you, I thought it. Okay, I get you, Aporiki. I get you. I get you. Aporiki says also another thing is crazy. Huh. Well, what's crazy? What's another thing that's crazy? Cosmizano says, Wicked Milk, that's pretty cool. I'm all right getting some stuff in order before I can finally have more free time. Hell yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, you could always come hang out with us when you want to, Cosplay. Cosplay, what's the best werewolf movie to watch? The best werewolf movie to watch, I think, is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Werewolf. And the classic Universal werewolf movie. And the classic Wolfman movie from Universal. But also another good one is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. It's kind of like a play on the original Wolfman movie and stuff, but like in modern day in the 90s, you know? Uh, Wicked Milk says, bet. I'll send some on IG. Cool, bro, cool. I want to see what they look like. Aporeki says, I want to know a celebrity who I think is a total douchebag. Who, Aporeki, who? Castellano says, yeah, Frank, heard you just trying to sort stuff out in my life before I can party and hang. Awesome, bro. No problem, man. No problem. That's more important than partying and hanging, bro. That's honestly more important than partying and hanging. I'm always gonna be here, you know. I'm always gonna be here on the channel, chilling, making movies, making content, you know, for you guys. I'm always gonna be here. So whenever you feel like you're ready to kick it and meet us up and shit, yeah, just let me know, bro. But yeah, that's way more important than partying and kicking it, bro. Yeah, getting your life in order. I understand, bro. Aporeki says Alex Vincent from Chucky. Why, Aporeki? Why? Aporeki says I sent him an edit that I made for him and he blocked me. Like, that is the stupidest reason to block somebody. No way, really? No way. That is kind of douchey. That is kind of douchey. I would never do that to a fan. That's awesome. To me, that's like, wow, you actually think of me enough to go and waste your time out of your day and screen record old clips of me and paste them together in a freaking edit? Yeah, I would be grateful for that, bro. I would be grateful for that because that's awesome. Now you don't have to make that. You know, now someone else made it for you. You can share it. Yeah, but that is pretty douchey. I do like I think Alex Vincent's a cool guy, but I think that is one of the douchiest things I've heard. You know, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Castellano says, no, it's taking so long, bro. Sorry, bro. It's all good, bro. No worries. That's always, like I said, getting your life in order and goals and stuff in order is more important than hanging out and partying. Castellano says, just making sure my money is more than okay. Yeah, that's, like I said, that's more important, brother. Aporiki says, I'm dead serious. Yeah, I believe you, Aporiki. I don't doubt it. Some celebrities are like that. Yeah, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But yeah, yeah, let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 15. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 15 so more people could join us here on the live stream. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 15. Uh, Castellano says, I'm thinking about visit the actual Amityville Horror House at some point. That would be cool, bro. That would be cool. But that one's kind of far, though. That was kind of far. We're in California, so I think our best plan would be to visit the actual Stu Macher house. It's only like a few hours driving up north. It's only a few hours driving up north of California, dude. It's only dude, and it's like an actual Airbnb now. The Stu Macher house used in the first Scream movie, it's like an actual Airbnb now, you know? So you could actually book some nights and stay there, and they'll give you a tour and all that. I heard they even got complimentary wine that grows there near the vineyards and stuff, you know? So I think it would be best if we ever met up for all of us to go and take a trip up to the Stu Macher house. It's closer, we could drive to it, you know? I think the Amityville Horror House is in like Maine or like something like that, right? In like Maine. Casizano says also want to visit the infamous Michael Myers house. Yeah, I've been there a bunch of times. That's really close by, bro. That's really close by to where I live. That's very, very close by. I could skate there with my skateboard. I could literally skate to the Michael Myers house with my skateboard. Yeah, that's close by, bro. You should take a trip. Wicked Milk says, damn, if I were an actor, I'd love having edits of my characters. What the fuck was he thinking, bro? Yeah, that is true, bro. That's what I said. Me too, bro. I remember one kid made an edit of me maybe like 2 or 3 years back when I kind of first started live streaming here on the channel. He made an edit of me and he was like, oh, my favorite YouTuber. I thought that was pretty cool, you know, because I like in a way I'm like, oh, so this is what like celebrities and stuff must feel like whenever like people they don't know just make edits of them or videos of them on YouTube, you know? So it's very surreal or surreal, however they say it, surreal. Casizano says, Cosplayzano says, yeah, bro, that too. I want to stay over in the Scream House one day. We will, bro. Cosplayzano says, you've been to the Scream House already? No, I haven't been to that. I've not been to that. I can't lie and say I have, bro, because if I had been to it, you guys know I would have made a video of it. You guys know I would have taken pictures and made a video of it. Now I haven't been there yet. I haven't been there myself. Cosplayzano says, can I wait for the room tour? But I get you. You have a lot of going on. No, it's not even that. It's that I want to finish Halloween Ends first. We're almost done, dude. I want to finish Halloween Ends first. I want to finish our Halloween Ends fan film so I could show you guys all the props first, you know? So I could show you guys all the props that we used in the movie. Hey, I'll be back, guys. I'm going to go drop the link to my Instagram. I forgot to do it. We're already like at 5:21. We back, guys. I'm back. I'm back, guys. I am back. I am back. I am back. Guys, I'm back. I'm back, guys. I am back. I am back. I am back. Casizano says, what will be the next fan film? The next fan film is gonna be Billy and Stu, a Scream 1996 fan film. That's why I'm growing out my hair. Although I got like two, dude. So like a few weeks ago, I got some horrible pimples on my forehead, and I popped them, and they left scars. You know. So now I'm gonna have to wear makeup for the film to cover that shit. It's horrible, dude. I haven't found anything good to remove the scars. But yeah, our next fan film is gonna be Billy and Stu, a Scream 1996 fan film. We're gonna be exploring the murder of Maureen Prescott. We're just well, obviously I'm gonna be playing Billy, my brother. He looks very similar to Stu. He's gonna be playing Stu. We're just trying to cast our Maureen, dude. It's kind of hard though, man. Casting is hard. Casting is. I thought it would be easy, like, but damn, dude. And sometimes casting like females, like it's women, it's hard, you know. But yeah, like we're trying to look for a woman in like her 40s or maybe late 30s, you know, like who play Maureen Prescott. Yeah, that's the next fan film we're aiming to make. We just gotta cast our Maureen Prescott, you know. That's the only problem. Twisted Emo says, "What's up? What's up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel again, Twisted Emo. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesday. Today's episode 69, bro. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah, Twisted. Please get us up to 15, Twisted Emo. Please, bro. Please get us up to 15, Twisted Emo, please. So more people could join us here on the live stream. Cosplays says, what about a horror fan film series? That could be dope, especially having a good cliffhangers. Yeah, I'd be down. I would want to write something original. I would want to write something original. I'm already writing a new original horror film, kind of in the style of Scream, and I know what you did last summer, you know? So I want to see how that pans out. I want to see how that script pans out, and once the script is done being written, I'll figure out however, like when I read the script, like first I write the script, and then once I'm done writing it, I sit down and read it as like a fan or whatever, you know, as a reader, and that's where I'll determine if it fits better in like a film format or a TV series or a YouTube series format, you know. So if I feel the script feels better as a YouTube TV series, then we'll do different episodic episodes, you know, like every month or so, you know. But if I feel like if it fits better as a standalone film, then I'll do a film, you know. But yeah, I get what you're talking about, Cosplayzano. I'm also working on the Clown 2 script as well. That's obviously going to be a film, though. That's going to be a movie. That's going to be a movie. Twisted Emo says, decided to keep my name the same because I can't find a good name. Awesome, bro. That's awesome. Glad to hear, Twisted. Glad to hear, bro. Stay original, you know? Stay original. Apple Reiki says, my friend was going to FaceTime me when she was going to meet Alex Vincent, and he said I could just go on Cameo, order a video like after what you did. Why would I waste money on you? That's crazy. It's all about money, Apple Reiki. It's all about money. It's all about money. And you're learning that right now. You know, in our society, especially here in America, it's a capitalist country. America's a capitalist country. It's an open market, you know? So it's all about making money here. If it's not making money, then Hollywood and all them don't want it, you know? Tristan Emo says, by the way, I thought you broke your nose for a second. You're just wearing Art's nose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have it on. Yeah, bro, it's because me and Cosplay were talking about what's better, wearing an Art the Clown mask or doing the makeup instead. I feel like I like the makeup better because I kind of already kind of like have Art's facial features in a way. Like, I don't know, like the cheekbones you see like right there. Kind of like the elongated chin he has, you know? And the smile, you know. So I feel like I kind of already look like Art, and then when I put the makeup on, even better, you know. But yeah, we were debating on what's better, wearing the Art the Clown mask or wearing the just the prosthetic nose and doing the makeup. Like I said, I like the makeup better because I could do all the facial, you know, expressions. With the mask, the mask is only like this, you know, so it's just gonna look funny. Casizano says, did you like the Jason fan film? Thinking came out a year or 2 years ago. Which Jason fan film? Casizano says, you said there's a lot of horror news. I'm all ears. Yeah, we should start getting into that. We should start getting into that. Cosplayzano retracted his message. No, Wicked Milk retracted his message. Why? Why Wicked Milk? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Come on. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 16. Let's get it up to 16, everyone, so more people could join us here on the live stream. Let's get it up to 16. Wicked Milk says, yo, I sent some color grading examples on IG. Cool, Wicked Milk. I'll check them out after the live. Cool, Wicked. Cool. Thank you so much, Wicked. I'll check them out after the live, bro. Apple says, I'll tell you now. I'm never meeting him again. Hey, I agree, Apple I agree with you. Spend your money where it is appreciated and cherished. Spend your money where you will receive the product that you want, Apple Don't pay for mediocre products. Hell no, I don't do that. I don't do that. It's just like attention, you know? Like in the club I hang out, there's people that like only want your attention but don't really want to be friends with you. I'm not gonna give them free attention, you know? Now it's the same thing with money, you know? Attention and money is like the same thing. Attention is a currency just like money, you know? You don't know your attention to people that don't want to be around you, you know? Just like you don't know your money to asshole celebrities who only want to take it and not give you the full product they're advertising. Yeah. Hell yeah, it goes both ways, you know? It goes both ways. They want to be jerks, you could be a jerk with your money. Who has more power? You or them? You, because you're the one paying, you know? Yeah, they may be rich and stuff, and they maybe come out in movies and stuff because they're actors. But at the end of the day, if we didn't pay for their products, they'd be nobody, dude. That's why I don't take you guys for granted here on the live stream. That's why every time I'm gonna go live, I get kind of nervous because I'm like, I mean, it could be 50-50, bro. Everything in life is 50-50. You know, there could be one stream where nobody shows up. You know, I've had those before when I was first starting out. So yeah, Apple don't give your money away to people who don't appreciate it. You know. Wicked Milk says, bro, Never Hike Alone was dope as fuck. Yeah, Never Hike Alone was cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one that came out like 2 or 3 years ago. Nah, Never Hike Alone. My Friday the 13th fan film is only gonna barely be a year that it came out. You know, it was fun though, dude. Sometimes I like when it starts getting hot and summertimey. You know, I start getting nostalgic from when we were shooting. His name is Jason, a Friday the 13th fan film. I get so nostalgic, bro. Especially now that the summer is coming up. Especially now that summer's coming up, I'm gonna get really nostalgic for last summer when we were shooting. His name is Jason. Yeah, Never Hike Alone is awesome too. I love those. I watched all those fan films, bro, before I uh I did my Jason fan film, but they did their own like original kind of Jason look, you know. my Friday the 13th fan film is takes place in continuity with the 2009 reboot. It's like a month or two after the movie takes place. Twisted Emo said, "I'm excited for Halloween horror." No, wait, what is HF? What is it? Halloween Horror Nights? Wait, Twisted Emo, is that Halloween HHF, or is it Hollywood fan nights or something like that? But yeah, because they make awesome new animatronics, and they even bring back old Spirit Halloween animatronics from the 2010s. Oh, okay, so it's an animatronic company. It's an animatronic company. I thought you were talking about Hollywood Fan Fest nights or Halloween Horror Nights or something. But yeah, I get you now. You're talking about an animatronics company. That's awesome. Casizano says, "Never Hike Alone" fan film. Have you seen that? Yes, bro. Yes, of course. I've seen the first one, the second one, the third one. They made like a trilogy of the Never Hike Alone. I think the first one came out back in like I think like 2017 or something like that. Let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Yeah, 2017. The first one came out in 2017. Let me see. Never Hike Alone 2. Never Hike Alone 2 was 2023, and I think the last one was Never Hike Alone 3 was, when was it? 2025. Oh yeah, yeah, it came out I think the same year as my Friday the 13th fan film. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw all those, bro. I took pointers from them. Aporeki says, "I don't get a cameo from him. He'll probably send Chucky after me." Now, Chucky's cool. I like Chucky. Chucky's cool. Castellano says, "Would you visit Camp Crystal Lake?" Of course, bro. Of course, you could actually the real location where they shot the first Friday the 13th Bat film is like an Airbnb like place now as well. You know that you could visit. Hell yeah, I would go, bro. Tizanimo says, HHF stands for Haunted Hill Farm. Okay, I get you now. I get you. I was confused at first, bro. I was confused. Yeah, but guys, let's get into the horror movie news, man. Let's get into the horror movie news. Let's get into the horror movie news. So yeah, there's finally gonna be a new Chucky movie. There is finally gonna be a new Chucky movie right here on GamesRadar.com is reporting Total Film. 2 years after Chucky TV show was canceled, franchise creator Don Mancini is making a scary new Chucky movie for theatrical release. At least that's a good thing. I wonder if they're gonna go back to the Child's Play title though. They should go back to the Child's Play, bro. They should go back to the Child's Play title. That's when Chucky was scary. When it was called Child's Play, he became less scary once they started calling it Bride of Chucky was still pretty scary though. Once Cedar Chucky, what was the other one? I forgot the other one. And then Curse of Chucky was all right as well. But yeah, they went too much horror comedy with Chucky that it kind of took away, the scariness from him. But yeah, we'll read it right now. Let's see. Twisted Emo says, "Bro, I remember I watched Halloween Kills by myself in the living room late night when I first moved in our house in 2022. Now I feel nostalgic." Yeah, that happens, bro. That happens. I feel nostalgic for that time too as well for some reason. But better times lie ahead, bro. Better times lie ahead. But yeah, let's see what it says. It'll connect to the TV show and all of the movies. All right, so it's not a reboot. So it's not gonna be a reboot. It's not gonna be a reboot. It's not gonna be a reboot, except for the 2019 Child's Play reboot. Exactly. So it's not gonna be a reboot. It's gonna be a continuity still. Chucky is headed back to the big screen. And with franchise creator Don Mancini at the helm. According to Bloody Disgusting, Mancini told the crowd at Steel City Con that he's currently writing a new Chucky movie and that he intends to make it scary. Mancini is the screenwriter behind all 7 Chucky movies, though he was not involved with the 2019 Child's Play remake, which remains non-canon to the franchise as a whole. He also directed Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky. The new movie will reportedly film will film will harken back to wait what the new movie will reportedly film will I don't get what that says film will harken back to the approach of Curse of Chucky and connect to the highly related TV series. Though the Curse of Chucky was released through VOD and Cult of Chucky headed to VOD in the Netflix, the new movie is reportedly being made with the intention of heading straight to theaters instead. And this is great news because Chucky can't be laugh out loud funny and full of great kills is best enjoyed in an audience. I also wonder if they'll bring back Devon Sawa, who played different characters in each season of the TV show, as well as lead actor Zachary Arthur. Jennifer Tilly is also likely to return, as she recently told Entertainment Tonight that more Chucky and Tiffany are on the way. That's crazy. Hell yeah. That's awesome. The new Chucky movie does not yet have a release date. The Chucky TV series is now streaming in its entirety on Peacock. All right, so you guys heard it. A new Chucky movie is heading to theaters. A new Chucky movie is heading to theaters. But, will it really be scary again? Really, like Child's Play 1. I feel like Child's Play 1 was the scariest Chucky movie. Child's Play 2 was like by Child's Play 2, they were starting to get really colorful and more campy with Child's Play 2. That's what I think kind of started a little bit more of the campiness, with Child's Play 2. Child's Play 3 was still pretty scary, though, but it was campy as well still. And I actually hope they go back to the Child's Play title, dude. I really hope they go back to the Child's Play title, man. The Child's Play title was just scarier. It sounded cooler, It sounded really ominous, Child's Play, like it sounded weird. Twisted Emo says, I remember when we first got the Art the Clown animatronic from 2024 at Spirit, and my mom saw Art's nose and said, look, it's your aunt's nose. That's crazy, right? My nose is almost pretty much the size of this one. We'll compare it right now. Apple Ricky says, Andy was the cutest in Child's Play 1 and 2. Well, I can't comment on that because that dude was a kid and a guy, But I understand coming from you, Apple Ricky, But I can't comment on that. I can't comment on that, man. Alex Vincent was just a kid there. He's also a dude, that'd be kind of weird. Twisted Emo says, the first Chucky movie I saw was Curse of Chucky, and it used to scare the hell out of me. Yeah, Curse of Chucky was also a scary one. So the scariest ones to me were Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3. Although Child's Play 2 was already starting to go in the more colorful campy, but I feel like Child's Play 3 kind of went a little more darker. They kept they still kept the darkness. So yeah, the first three Child's Plays are Child's Bride of Chucky, Curse of Chucky. Those are like the only ones that I think are scary. Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky. Yeah, Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, and Curse of Chucky. Curse of Chucky, and what else? What was that? Cult of Chucky? That was like whatever though, but it wasn't really that scary. But yeah, those are the ones that I think were the scariest. So I really hope they go back to the Child's Play title as well. I wonder why they ditched the Child's Play title. Because I see Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, and all that. Those are just like spin-offs, Those are just spin-offs of Child's Play. Appareki says, I like Seed of Chucky and Bride of Chucky. I don't get how they are hated. I like Seed of Chucky and Bride of Chucky. I like Bride of Chucky more. Seed of Chucky's like whatever. I'll watch that movie when there's nothing on or it's a rainy day. I really love that movie on a rainy day for some reason. Seed of Chucky, because I guess I watched it growing up on a lot of rainy days. But yeah, I like Bride of Chucky more still because it's still darker. It's more gothic. It's more dirtier. It's more grimy. It's like I said, it's more gothic. Jennifer Tilly looked great in that film. Chucky looked great also. Like his stitches and Bride of Chucky looked way more real than they did in Seed of Chucky and Curse of Chucky. The stitch like Chucky looked way scarier in Bride of Chucky. It looked way scarier. The film was dark. There was like gothic people. Like it was just good. It was a good late '90s dark horror comedy movie. It's also kind of like a love. it's also kind of like a rom com. It's like a rom com horror comedy, you know? It's like a horror rom com, yeah. Bride of Chucky's like a horror rom com. But that's the only horror rom com I'll ever welcome. Apple Ricky says my dad's favorite horror movies are Jaws and The Omen. Yeah, my dad's favorite horror movies was Jaws. That's one of his favorite movies. Another one of his favorite movies was Jurassic Park. My dad also liked Halloween. He also liked the Halloween movies as well, and the Friday the 13th movies as well, and the Terminator movies. Yeah, yeah. My dad liked all that shit, dude. My rest in peace, my dad. But yeah, my dad showed me all those movies as well growing up. I remember we used to watch Terminator 2, especially. We used to watch Terminator 2 a lot. Jurassic Park. What else? E.T. Jaws. I used to watch. Yeah, my dad and my uncle used to love Jaws. Those guys were like cinephiles, dude. They were cinephiles from the 60s and 70s, you know? They showed me all the Universal monster movies, you know, and then also my cousins, like growing up, they were teens in the 90s. They showed me like a lot of the Scream movies, the newer stuff coming out, you know? Because by the 90s, by when Scream came out, my dad was already like 40 plus, you know? I was only like 5, 6 years old or something, you know? By the time Scream came out, you know, so all that newer stuff like Scream 2, I know you did last summer, Valentine, Urban Legend, that was all newer stuff that I saw from my cousins and from the other younger neighbors I grew up with, you know. But yeah, my dad and my uncle, they showed me all the old school stuff though, like James Bond, what is it called, the Jaws, all that stuff, Rosemary's Baby, all the '60s movies. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? Aparigi says he told me I watched Jaws in theaters when he was a kid. He said it scared the s out of him when he was when the shark would come up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that movie was scary for its time. I heard a lot of people were shocked too when the little kid on the yellow raft, Alex Kittner. Remember Aparigi, the kid on the yellow raft? Alex Kittner, when he's all getting chewed up by the shark and you just see blood squirting everywhere. Yeah, my dad didn't see that movie in theaters, but he said that he watched it at home back in the day, and what is it called during in the what is it, the VHS days and stuff during the '80s and stuff, and that it was trippy, bro. That it was trippy that the shark looked real because of the way the camera was used and stuff like that. But now, if you want, obviously now the shark looks fake because the film was remastered and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, but back in the day, because everything was shot on film, stuff looked more real. Brian Double says, "What the fuck is on your face, bro? What's up, Brian? Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing, bro? I'm wearing my Art the Clown nose, bro. I'm wearing my Art the Clown nose. Hey, Brian, smash the thumbs up, man. Smash the thumbs up, man. Get us up to 17, bro, please. Brian, smash the thumbs up. Please get us up to 17, bro. So more people could join us here. Tesserimo said, I posted a new animatronic idea. It's a giant spider with a man in his mouth and that arms flail around while screaming. And then you can even mount the prop on the wall in haunted house too. Awesome! I'll check it out after the live, bro. I'll check it out after the live. Brian says, "Is that your Art the Clown nose?" Yes, it is, Brian. Yes, it is my Art the Clown nose, bro. Yes, it is. Hey, Brian, remember to write down all the Fezzik lyrics on paper so I could learn them. So whenever you don't go to practice, I could just keep Tony and Ralph consistently in shape, you know, so they don't forget the songs. Brian, once again, if you're still there, Brian, if you're still there in the live stream, remember to write down all the lyrics to the Fezzik songs in a notebook and give it to me so I can learn the lyrics. And whenever you're not able to go to practice, I can still practice with Ralph and Tony so I can still keep them in shape, you know? So with those who don't forget the songs and stuff, you know? Because those who forget songs, bro, they gotta learn, they gotta play a lot of songs. They gotta play Hector's songs, then they gotta play their own songs, and then Ralph also sometimes plays with Zom, you know? So yeah, so just yeah, keep in mind that. Apareki says he also liked the Terminator, The Shining, Halloween. Yes, my dad loved all those movies as well, Apareki. My dad loved all those movies as well. Dads from back in the day had great taste in movies. Maybe not politics, but they had great taste in movies back then and music though. Hell yeah. That's what I like about old school dads was that Hollywood was pumping good stuff out back then, you know? So they had no choice but to show it to their kids, you know? Justin Emo says, I remember when I had a sleepover at a friend's house with another friend, and we reached maximum overdrive in his basement because his dad showed us the movie back in 2024. That's awesome, bro. Hell yeah. That's cool, man. Sounds like a good time. Twisted Emo says I decided to rewatch some kills from the original My Bloody Valentine, and one of the death scenes they added a 1 second AI clip in. No way, really? From the original My Bloody Valentine that was shot on film, they actually added an AI clip? Really? No way. Twisted Emo says, I hate AI, bro. I don't hate AI. I feel like if we're smart, we could utilize it like the new CGI, you know? Because I remember growing up, I remember people were tripping that, oh yeah, that CGI, that people were just going to render movies through CGI even back then, you know? People got scared of that even back then in the early 90s and stuff. But that didn't happen, bro. I feel like I feel like if we're smart, we could utilize AI as the new type of CGI, you know, and certain things that we're not able to achieve, you know, practically. Maybe we could use AI for that, you know. Like I'm not against AI if we use it in a proper way, you know, like the new CGI. Brian Dowell said, "Hi, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? We're just reading horror movie news right here. We are just reading horror movie news right here, and I'm about to get into the next article. I'm about to get into the next article. Twisted Emo says, I think they added that AI clip recently. I don't like it. Hey, but hey, Twisted, is it the original My Bloody Valentine? I seen both of them. The OG one from the 80s. Yeah, late 70s or 80s. Yeah, I think it's 80s though. And I seen the remake from 2009. Which one are we talking about? Brian says, don't go in the woods alone. Hell no, bro. Hey, Brian, there's going to be a Never Hike Alone too. No, Never Hike Alone. What was it called? What was that movie? What was that movie about the woods? What was it called? What was that one movie, dude? That new movie that came out. That new movie that came out about that dude that's like just walking around in the woods killing people. I said Never Hike Alone. It was called. Let me see. What was it called? What was that movie called, bro? What was that movie called? Oh man, I forgot. Dude, I forgot. Hey, does anyone remember the movie of that dude wearing that freaking that mask thing with like those big eyes? It came out recently. In a Violent Nature. There we go. In a Violent Nature. Yeah, Brian, there's gonna be in a Violent Nature too. I know you like In a Violent Nature. I know you like that movie, so I just want to tell you there's gonna be in a Violent Nature too. All right, guys. So let's see what's the next article. Variety.com is reporting Behind the Mask sequel set after 20 years, reuniting original director and cast for the return of Leslie Vernon. Who remembers this movie, guys? Anyone here that's older or around my age remember this movie? Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Go Canada, Brian Dobble. Go Canada. Yeah, so does anyone here remember this movie, guys? Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Yeah, this movie came out back in like the early 2000s, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing it. Robert England's in it. It was like they were trying to make like a new slasher in like the vein of Michael Myers and what is it? And like Jason Voorhees and stuff like that. Robert England, like I said, who plays Freddy Krueger, is actually in it. He's kind of like I don't know he's kind of like the Dr. Loomis of the movie in a way. He's like trying to take down Leslie, I think. Leslie Vernon. But yeah, Cosplaysano says, no, Wicked Milk says, whoa, that's dope. Yeah, bro. Have you heard of that movie, Wicked Milk? Have you heard of Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon? It came out like in 04, 03 or something like that. 02 or earlier. I don't know. I remember it's like early 2000s though. But let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. It's been 20 years. Oh yeah, 2006. It's been 20 years since the 2006 slasher mockumentary Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon became an indie horror hit and a long discussed sequel is officially underway. Variety can confirm title Behind the Mask 2, The Return of Leslie Vernon. It will follow further adventures of the then rising serial killer Leslie Vernon. Director Scott Glosserman and writer David J. Stieve are returning for the sequel, as well as original stars Nathan Basil, Angela Angela Goethals, and Robert England. So yes, Robert's gonna be back in it. Robert's gonna be back. Robert's back. Hell yeah, Behind the Mask. For 20 years, people have asked if Leslie Vernon would ever come back. The truth is, he never really left. Glosserman said in this statement, fans kept this movie alive by sharing it, quoting it, introducing it to their friends, and treating it like something worth holding on to. This sequel is happening because of them. A Kickstarter is also launching to help supplement the scope of the film. While the film is getting made, even without fan support, Glosserman said additional funds can help expand it. We're making the movie either way, Glosserman said. But the more the audience gets involved, the bigger we can make it. Bigger set pieces, more cameos, more surprises. This has always been a fan-driven film, and it still is. Paper Street Pictures, Paper Street Pictures, a filmmaker first genre company led by Aaron B. Coons and Cameron Burns is producing the sequel. Aaron Cam and the entire Paper Street team never stopped believing there were more story to tell with Leslie Glosserman said. Their support and their persistence over the years made a huge difference in getting us here. They built a home for bold horror filmmakers, and I couldn't imagine making this sequel with anyone else. Adam F. Goldberg, the Goldberg Shelby Oaks, is also joining as an executive producer. Watch the trailer for the first Behind the Mask film. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome, bro. That sounds awesome. For those of you who are younger, yeah, like I said, Leslie Vernon, yeah, was a serial killer that they were trying to they were trying to make a new modern slasher at the time, you know, in like 2006 and stuff like that. In the vein of Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and stuff. Because by that point, at that time, there hadn't been a new killer in a few years. The newest killer or monster that there was, I think, at that time, was Jeepers Creepers. The creeper from Jeepers Creepers, I think, was the most recent, newest monster killer, whatever, up until 2006. You know, but other than that, everything was a remake. Everything was a remake from 2003, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to onward. You know, up to the 2009 Child's Play reboot. You know, 2019 Child's Play reboot. Leslie Vernon, they were trying to make a new killer. You know, it wouldn't be a few years until Art the Clown. You know, still, you know, like it wouldn't be like a decade still until Art the Clown would really go mainstream. You know, I can't wait to see what they do with Leslie Vernon next. Glad to hear that Robert England is back as well. Twisted Emo says, so Home Depot released a clown animatronic called called Neon Clown or whatever, and it was a clown holding a Jack in the Box. Then his head springs up, but it was in Canada only last year due to tariffs. That's crazy. That sounds awesome, bro. That sounds cool. I gotta check it out sometime. See what it looks like. Gotta Google it. Alporegi says Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 is coming soon. Yes, that is also coming as well. But there isn't any new no any new news on it. I've been reading an article about it. Uh Wicked Milk says, yeah, bro, we used to get them pirate DVDs a lot. Yep. I remember that. That was a big thing back then. I gotta sneeze, guys. Gotta take this prosthetic off. It still sticks. Damn, I gotta sneeze. Hold on, give me a second. I hate sneezing, guys. But yeah, Twisted Emo says this year for 2026, Home Depot releases Neon Clown in the U.S. Now they renamed him to Neon Nightmare, and they also made a red variant called Checkmate Chuckles. That sounds cool. You should post pictures so I can see them, bro. Post some pictures. Alporikis, I'll probably do a fan film called Pooh Bear. That's awesome. Do it, Alporiki. Do it. Calzizano says, Everyone, enjoy the rest of the day, Frank. I'll catch up later on with you. Take care, cosplay. Take care, bro. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Tosanimo says, but there's a problem. Almost everyone who either got the neon version or the red version of the Jack in the Box clown, his mechanism would be cracked due to the way he was handled because of FedEx. Yeah, that sucks, huh? How the delivery companies don't even care sometimes. I would be pissed if they messed mine up, bro. I would be pissed if they messed mine up. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 20, guys. Whoever hasn't smashed the thumbs up, let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. We are almost there. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there. We are almost there. All right, we got some Evil Dead news, guys. Everyone listen up. We got some Evil Dead news. Whoever is a fan of Evil Dead, listen up. Deadline.com is reporting Evil Dead Burn, bloody first footage from Warner Bros. Family is the root of all evil, CinemaCon. Warner Bros. Has unveiled the first trailer for Evil Dead Burn, the latest entry in its classic New Line horror franchise. The Evil Dead and family reunions can be bloody scary. Well, the film's plot has been kept under wraps up until this point. A trailer unveiled today exclusively for those at the studio CinemaCon panel in Las Vegas is full of living dead, chainsaws, plenty of blood, fingers hacked off, a mystery sweet boy. I would give anything for us to be together again. And a sarcastic cheers to you, perfect family. WB host for the presentation, Patton Oswalt, stresses this was a very early look at the trailer with unfinished and rough shots, and the filmmakers added an extra disturbing to it. And we added an extra disturbing to it. Slated for release on July 24th, Evil Dead Burn is directed by Sebastian Banisek, who came to the project after helming the Buzzy Cans premiering Spider Horror Infested. The cast includes Sohia Yokub, Hunter Duhan, Lucien Buchan, and more. Related, Timothy Chalamet, Denise Villanueva, Zendaya, and Jason Momoa tell Part 3 at cinema. Okay, so that's not related. The pick comes on the heels of Evil Dead Rise, an installment directed by Lee Cronin, which was originally intended for release on HBO Max, but pivoted to theatrical release in 2023 and wound up grossing around 147 million worldwide. New Line Cinema and Sony Pictures co-financed the sequel with longtime franchise producer Rob Tappert and series creator Sam Raimi. Producing extra producers include Romel Adam, Jose Canas, and Cronin as well as Bruce Campbell, and originated the role of Ash in the series. Warner Bros. Is handling Evil Dead Burns North American distribution, with Studio Canal distributing in the UK, Metropolitan in France, and Sony handling international territories. The Evil Dead is, of course, the horror comedy franchise created by Raimi going back to 1981, same film. 1981 same name film starring Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, a combat of various supernatural entities. The Pig grew into a trilogy, also surprising the creation of Starz TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead and number of projects over the years. Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Burn is one of the two Evil Dead films coming up. The other being Evil Dead Wrath from Francis Galuppi, which stars Charlie Hope, Jessica McNeamy, Zach Gilford, John Hellman, Ella Newton, Australian newcomer Ella Oliphant, and Elizabeth Cullen. I'll be first to report on the both projects. So yeah, there's two new Evil Dead movies coming. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy to me. Aporeki says, have you seen Cinderella Curse? No, I have not, Aporeki. I have not seen Cinderella Curse. I have not seen Cinderella Curse, Aporeki. Aporeki says, I might film something like a scene in Poltergeist. That's awesome. Yeah, Poltergeist is a great movie. The clown on the chair and then when they're all getting sucked into that like puddle of mud with a bunch of dead skeletons that supposedly were real. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happened in that movie, bro. Well, one of the actresses died, the little girl. That's crazy, dude. That movie. That's why they say those movies were cursed. Those poltergeist movies. That's why they said they were cursed because actors died. You know, and weird stuff happened on set. People would get hurt and stuff like that. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy, Apple Ricky. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 18, guys. Let's get it up to 18. Let's get it up to 18. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. So, Apple Reiki, you're not making the Five Nights at Freddy fan film anymore then? You're not making Five Nights at Freddy anymore? That's crazy. That's crazy, Apple Ricky. You're not making Five Nights at Freddy no more? Let me know in the chat, Apple Ricky. Are you still making Five Nights at Freddy? I'm gonna go get something to drink, guys. I'll be back. Apple Ricky says, I don't know yet. Come on, man. You had all the props ready and stuff, you know? I'll be back. Yo, I'm back. I'm back. What's up, guys? What's up? Apple Ricky says it's the cast and their schedule. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a bummer, huh? That could be a bummer. Everyone's cast on everyone's schedule and stuff. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Apple Ricky says, but I'm gonna do a Lost Boys. Yeah, but make sure you get your cast on point, Apple Ricky. Make sure you get a cast that's able to do the shoots, though. Cause people's schedules suck. That's why I haven't been able to shoot the intro for my Halloween Ends fan film. Cause my brother who's also in the cast, he works a lot. Like especially it's a nighttime scene, you know. So he becoming late sometimes, you know. So we gotta find a good day that he's off as well. And my other friend that works nights as well, you know. So yeah, scheduling could be harsh, you know. Scheduling could be really really harsh. Scheduling could be really really harsh, Apple Ricky. I understand. I totally understand. Apple Ricky says, and the Exorcist. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. You were telling me about that. Yeah, and the Exorcist as well. Apple Ricky says, A Clockwork Orange is also planned to be a film. That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, just try to focus on one at a time, though. Try to focus on one at a time so you're able to get a shot. You know. The real work is shooting the movie. The real work is shooting the film. Is like getting the shots to make the film. You know, that's the real work. That's the everything else. Like after editing, you could just chill and edit. You know, in your bed or on your chair. You know, comfortably. But like being out there on location on set, that's the real work. You know, is actually shooting the film. You know, that's the actual work. Aparega says it's called exorcism. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with it. I can't wait to see what you do with it. All right, well, listen up, guys. Whoever's there, any Batman fans, Wicked Milk says love Kubrick. Yes, I love Stanley Kubrick as well. I love Stanley Kubrick. 2001: A Space Odyssey. What else? What is it? What is it? 2001: A Space Odyssey. Freaking The Shining. What else? Full Metal Jacket. What else? Eyes Wide Shut. What else? What else? He did a bunch of other great movies. I gotta look them up again though. But yeah, Kubrick is great, bro. Apareki says, "Me too, Wicked." Yep. Hell yeah. All right, guys, we got some of the Batman news. We got some of the Batman news. We got some of the Batman news. Robert Pattinson's The Batman. We got some news. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost up to 20, guys. We're almost up to 20. We just need two more, guys. Come on, we just need two more. Whoever hasn't smashed the thumbs up, let's smash it now. Let's smash the thumbs up now. Whoever hasn't smashed it, guys, come on. Let's get it up to 20, please, so more people can see the live stream. Aporeki says there's a Clockwork Orange. Yo, yeah, Clockwork Orange. I forgot about Clockwork Orange as well. Yeah. Aporeki, watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Stanley Kubrick directed it. It's literally about space astronauts that go into space and the AI system, the AI operating system in the spaceship is trying to kill them. Like literally, and there's like only one survivor at the end. It's a badass movie, dude. The Hell 3000. That red light. That's the AI automation system. It's crazy. Watch it. It's a Kubrick movie. Wicked Milk says the Clockwork Orange and Eyes Wide Shut are the best of the best, in my opinion. I think 2001: A Space Odyssey is another one of his top movies, bro. That movie is praised because of the set designs, and it's praised because it's a movie that was made in the '60s, bro. It's a movie that was made in the '60s, and they already like and they dude, it was shot it was shot in like such a modern way for the time, you know. That movie still looks modern. Like watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. That movie looked really modern for the time, you know. Like it still looks modern now. Like I said, the set designs were futuristic as hell. The way Kubrick, what does he use the camera and got the shots really looked like how we get shots now, you know. Like there was a bunch of like cuts and different takes and stuff. Like movies back then, there were longer cuts, you know. There was longer cuts, but Kubrick was already doing like shorter like cuts and different scenes from different angles, you know, and simultaneously. You know what I mean? But yeah, I gotta sneeze, guys. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. The interesting thing about 2001: A Space Odyssey is that the story literally takes place in the year 2001. You know, but the movie was shot in the 60s. You know, the movie was made, produced in the 1960s, but the story took place in 2001, the year 2001. That's why it's called 2001: A Space Odyssey. But yeah, but it really shows you how ahead of the time Stanley Kubrick was because he was already utilizing shots, a new way of filmmaking that wasn't really the main in the norm back then. You know, like I said back then, old school movies from the '60s and in the '50s, '60s, and '70s had longer takes. You know. They had longer takes of the actors speaking dialogue and stuff, you know. Kubrick, that fool was already doing like quick cuts, you know. One cut here, like like he would get one shot, one back shot, and then one front shot, and then different cuts and stuff in the scene. Instead of just long takes as the scene. Apareki says, my mom is gonna take pictures of exorcism, do my makeup, and gonna get either a mint yogurt or baby food. Get mint yogurt. Get mint yogurt, Apareki, because it's already the same color. It's already the same color as the throw up from the movie. And it'll probably taste better than baby food. Trust. Now get mint yogurt, Apareki. My actors, whenever we're doing a bloody scene and they have to use edible blood, I always make sure. Well, lately I've been using minty blood, but I gotta start making my own candy blood again though with chocolate. So it's not so minty in their mouths. But yeah, you always want to have your actors have them use things that don't taste nasty. Something pleasurable that tastes good. So get the mint yogurt better, Apple Ricky. Wicked Milk says, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, watch it, Wicked Milk. It's another Kubrick movie. You're gonna love it, bro. You're gonna love it. It was Terminator, literally Terminator before Terminator, kind of. In a way, like 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's literally about like a group of astronauts that go into space in the year 2001. I forgot exactly what the mission was. I gotta rewatch the movie. But there's an operating system, an AI that goes rogue, and it starts killing them off one by one. Sound familiar? Kind of like a slasher movie, like Terminator. And there's only one final guy at the end. There's one final guy at the end. What was his name? What was Dave? Yeah, Dave. Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. I think when he orders Hal to shut himself off, and then Hal, the operating system, responds back. I'm afraid I cannot do that, Dave. When he turns on him, yeah, Dave's the only survivor. Yeah, but yeah, guys, hell yeah, it's a great movie. Kubrick is awesome. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there, guys. Come on. One more. Let's get it up to 20 before we get into this Batman news. Appariki says, what if I say the line in the film that Reagan says, what Kara's mother does in house? Say it. Say it, Appariki. Say it. Say it. Who cares? Say it. It's a movie. You can say whatever, pretty much anything. Hulk Hogan's Tights says 20. Thank you so much, Hulk Hogan. I appreciate it, Hulk Hogan. How you doing today, bro? How you doing today, Hulk Hogan's Tights? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 69, mate. We were just about to get into the Batman news. The new Robert Pattinson, the Batman 2. We're about to read some news about it right now. Hulk says Halloween was just on tonight. Awesome, bro. Yeah, I love Halloween. Which one, though? Which one? Halloween 78? Or the later sequels? Which one, Hulk Hogan? I'm assuming the original because you just say you're just calling it Halloween. Hulk Hogan says 2018. Damn, was I wrong? 2018's good though. It's a fun movie. I feel like it's kind of underwhelming though. I like Halloween Kills more. Halloween Kills is my favorite one in the new Blumhouse trilogy. Halloween Ends is like second because I really feel like Halloween Kills is 2018 is really underwhelming. Honestly, feel like there's not a lot of Michael in 2018. Hulk Hogan, is there a lot of? Do you feel like there's enough Michael Myers in 2018? When I watch 2018, I feel like there isn't a lot of Michael. Honestly, he feels kind of like underused. I feel like that movie was more about like Laurie's trauma, and Michael was just like a background character. You know what I mean? But honestly, I feel like Michael was like I don't know. I don't feel like there was a lot of Michael in Halloween 2018. All right, we got some the Batman news, guys. We got some the Batman news. Listen up. Apple Ricky says, I'm possessed. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Glad to hear. Glad to hear you are possessed. Good. You are possessed by what, though, Apples? You are possessed by what? Hey, you guys stop messing around. Come on. So you're all hurting each other. My dogs, dude, they like play fighting, and then once they bite each other too hard, they start crying. And it's like, come on, dudes, you guys are freaking literally doing this on purpose. Why is this freaking article not working? Okay, so damn it, dude. What the hell? Why is this article acting all lame? Apareki says, I'm possessed by Donald Trump. The president of the United States? You're possessed by the commander in chief? Crazy Apareki. Crazy. Is he like Chucky now, where he could just like throw his soul out anywhere and anyone could get possessed by him? My hair's growing into Billy's hair, guys. Look, can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see me as Billy. All right, yeah. Apple Ricky's all laughing. Wicked Milk says, "Yo, Frank, what do you think of Trump doing everything for Israel?" I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't support either side. I don't support either side. I'm not Dem. I'm not Republican. I'm I'm a centrist, bro. I'm a centrist. I don't care. They can do whatever they want, bro. Honestly, my channel here is not political. We're not political here. Right? I grew up as a punk rocker, bro. I grew up in the early 2000s hanging out with punk rockers and stuff, you know? And back then, punk rockers, they didn't vote Democrat or Republican. Punk rockers were anarchists, you know? We hated both sides of the political spectrum. We hated Democrats, we hated Republicans, we hated Nazis, we hated anything that's a political ideology, you know? We hated all that. Apareki says we're possessed by Hler, by Shitler. Wicked Milk says it's all about both sides of the same coin. Yeah, it's two sides of the same coin, bro. To me, it's two sides of the same coin because at the end of the day, both Dems and Republicans are just rich people trying to tell us poor people what to do. You know, so I say screw both of them. You know, I say screw both of them. I don't support either side. They could all kill each other for all I care. I'm just worried about horror movies. I'm just worried about horror movies and music and skateboarding. They could do whatever they want to each other. They could bomb each other. They could nuke each other. They could chemically uh, castrate each other. I don't know, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care because, like I said, I grew up. I was born in the '90s when grunge was a big thing, and that was a very big anti-establishment musical movement. And then I also came of age in the early 2000s, and I hung out with nothing but punk rockers. You know, and like I said, punk rockers were very different back then. Punk rockers were more bum, like homeless kind of people back then, and they did not like politics at all back then. They hit it both red and blue, bro. You know, so I don't like either side. Apareki says, I want to bring Linda Blair a shit with a cross in it. Yeah, that would be funny, right? That would be funny. That would be funny. That would be funny. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Let's get it up to 21. Come on. Let's get it up to 21. Let's get it up to 21 so we could so more people could see this live stream. Let's get it up to 21, guys. Apareki says, or possessed by Charlie Kirk. Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny, Apareki. But yeah, let's stop bringing those names up. Let's stop bringing political stuff up. Let's stop bringing those names up. I don't want to give those people more fame that they already have. You know. Let's start bringing up politics and that stuff's boring, bro. Let's talk about horror and murder. You know. I like stabbing. I like blood. I like slitting people's throats. You know. I like seeing people die. You know. So yeah, let's talk about some movies. But yeah, guys, right here, what is it? Latin Nation or latination.com. I don't know. I think it's Latin Nation or something. .com is reporting the Batman 2 adds Scarlett Johansson and promises an epic story that will connect with fans of all ages. That's awesome. The Batman 2. I'm kind of pumped for the Batman 2, guys. Pretty pumped. I like the Batman 1. It was pretty dark. Apariki says Linda Blair would hate me forever. She would be like, "You're on my shit list." Oh well, who cares? It's not like you have to live with her, Apple. It's not like you have to live with her. Look at that. So apparently Sebastian Stan and Scarlett Johansson are in it. I think I remember hearing Scarlett was in it a while ago though. Okay, so it says right here, Scarlett Johansson and Sebastian Stan will play the Dent couple in the sequel to the Batman 2, bringing their superhero cinema expertise to the United States. Robert Pattinson ensures that the new installment will delve into Bruce Wayne's psychology to connect emotionally with children and adults. Filming for the Batman 2 will begin in London this summer under Matt Reeves' direction and will remain outside the main DC canon. The return of the Dark Knight to theaters across the United States and the world promises to be an unprecedented cinematic event that will redefine the hero's legacy. Specifically, the Batman 2 seeks to engage viewers of all ages through a complex narrative that explores the most human facets of Bruce Wayne. In this sense, Robert Pattinson expressed that this sequel will not only maintain the dark atmosphere of the first installment. Hell yeah, keep that darkness. I love that darkness they had. But will also attempt to resonate with global audiences. Come on. Who see Batman as the grandfather of superheroes. Similarly, the Latino community eagerly awaits this production. Yeah, Latinos love Batman, bro. Growing up, Mexicans love, not just Mexicans, but everyone, like Mexico all the way down to South America, El Salvador. A lot of Latinos love Batman, fool. A lot of Latinos. They used to say La Abuelita de Batman, Batman's grandma, you know? But yeah, yeah, it says the Latin community eagerly awaits the production, which, according to the actor, connects with both children and adults thanks to its emotional depth. Consequently, this new installment emerges as Warner Bros. Most ambitious bet for the entire planet, ensuring that every scene meets the high expectations of the most demanding fans. While anxiety grows further with the additions of stars like Scarlett Johansson, a stellar cast, familiar faces arrive in Gotham. As mentioned in the major surprise for this production remains the inclusion of top tier figures who promise to elevate the dramatic tension in most dangerous city in cinema. Therefore, the addition of Scarlett Johansson and Sebastian Stan as Gilda and Harvey Dent adds a special magnetism to the Batman 2. Stan will portray the complex prosecutor who eventually becomes Two Face. How I said it, Two Face. Will while Johansson will contribute her talent to play his wife in Gotham, plunge into chaos. Likewise, the film will feature the return of Andy Serkis as Alfred, Barry Keoghan in his haunting version of the Joker. In this regard, the mix of classic villains and new talents guarantees visually striking experiences. For this reason, ticket pre-sales in the United States are anticipated as massive phenomenon for the very first day of the filming. The legacy of the Batman and challenges for Robert Pattinson. Playing Gotham's protector carries immense pressure that only a few actors have successfully managed over the years. Furthermore, Robert Pattinson recognizes that wearing the suit influences the set's atmosphere and the perception of Batman as the planet's most relevant hero. The British actor mentioned that the technical crew feels an almost intimidating respect when he appears in character, which helps create the necessary tension for a film of this magnitude. Similarly, production will face the challenges of surpassing the 77 $770 million gross by its predecessors. Therefore, the Batman 2 is not just a sequel, but the consolid. Damn, I can't say that freaking word. Consolidation of an artistic vision seeking to transcend borders. Now with Scarlett Johansson on board, so prepare for an emotional journey that will remind us why Gotham always needs a hero. Awesome. So yeah, I'm up for it. I like the first Batman movie. I just really hope they keep that darkness. I just really hope they keep that darkness, bro. Because if they go too light, man, I'm probably not gonna be too happy. I really like the black and red darkness of the Batman. Yeah, it sounds awesome. It sounds fun, but I really hope they keep the darkness because from what I've seen, I don't know if this is real, but I'm seeing this blue kind of hue they're going with and stuff, you know? Like on thumbnails and stuff. Like 3C Films, he posted on his thumbnail the Batman 2, like a little thumbnail of it, and like he had like this blue hue going on. You know, so if that's really for real, and they're gonna go with that blue hue thing, they're gonna go really light. I feel they're gonna start going more colorful, more lighter, and a little less darker than the first one. But we'll see, we'll see. Apareki says if I brought her that would be funny. Ryan Miller says Ali Ahmed. What's up, Ryan Miller? How you doing, Ryan Miller? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 69, bro. Thank you for joining us here, bro. Please let us know how your week was, bro. How was your week? How was your day? What you do today? Did you go to school? Did you go to work? Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Ryan, if you haven't yet, please get us up to 22. Please, Ryan, please get us up to 22 so more people can see the live stream when it goes up. Apple Ranky says, I called security. They'd have to be escorted out of the convention. Ha, that's crazy. That would be funny. That would be funny. Apple Ranky says, Linda would. Wicked Milk says, F that. They should step up the violence in the movie. What the fuck? How is that going to keep the darkness if they're going to make it child safe movie? Nah, I call that a bluff. They're going to ruin it like they did Joker too. Yeah, honestly, yeah, they probably will ruin it, bro. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Well, Wicked Milk is like, cause like I said earlier, 3C Films, he posted like a thumbnail for his movie news video or live stream, whatever. And like I saw that the Batman one was like in a blue like hue, like a blue tone. And supposedly I heard because Mr. Freeze was supposedly gonna be in it too. So if that's true, then I guess they're gonna go with that blue like aesthetic, you know, that Mr. Freeze blue aesthetic. But I feel like yeah, like you said right now, if they're gonna make it more child friendly, yeah, they're definitely gonna neuter. They're definitely gonna neuter Robert Pattinson's Batman, because they're gonna show him trying to work with kids now. You know, Batman doesn't even like kids, bro. Batman doesn't even like kids. He trains them to be fighters and stuff, but like I don't even think Batman likes kids. Like for him to have kids, you know. But later on, he does have kids though. Damian Wayne and shit, but yeah, honestly, yeah, they're gonna neuter it. The first one was really dark, masculine as Batman, you know. I think they probably saw that the first one was way too masculine, way too hyper masculine, just beating fools up, you know. Paw, you know. Remember in the first Wicked Milk, in the first the Batman. Remember the first one in the trailer when he's like, "I'm vengeance," and you start. I said it all wrong. I'm vengeance, and then he starts creaming on that freaking Joker looking dude. I think they're gonna make him less aggressive. They're gonna make him less aggressive. He was too hyper masculine in that first one. That's why I like that first one. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. But yeah, man, I really hope they don't neuter Robert Pattinson's Batman. I really hope they don't. But from the looks of it, I don't know, man. I don't know. Child friendly? What? Crazy, huh? Crazy. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there, guys. Come on. So more people can join us here on the live. But yeah, guys, hell yeah. That was awesome. That was awesome. The Batman's gonna be, hopefully, it's gonna be good, though. Hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface, and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel again for another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today was episode 69. Like I always say, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram for more horror content. Link down below in the description of this live. And if you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, sometimes we run out of fake blood and prosthetics for our fan films. Cash App link down below as well. If you can't do that, just keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Just keep smashing the thumbs up right there if you can't do that. And I'll catch you guys on Slasher Fridays, guys. I'll catch you guys this Friday for Slasher Fridays episode, I think 3 or 4. I think 4. Everyone, take care. I'll see you guys this Friday for Slasher Fridays. And Wicked Milk, I'll check out the clips right now that you sent me. Apple Ricky says, but Apple Ricky, but what? But what? Oh, bye. I'll see you later, Apple Ricky. I'll see you on Slasher Fridays. I think we have our fourth. I think it's our third episode or 4. I'll check it out though. But yeah, I'll see you guys for Slasher Fridays on Friday. Take care, everyone. Wicked Milk, Apple Ricky. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Keep watching horror movies. Keep staying. Just stay horror. You know, just stay horror. Just stay spooky. Keep supporting horror movies. Go to the theater. Everyone, take care. I'll see you guys Friday.